Hi everybody, StephenFlagg here, and welcome back to Flaggcraft Divergence for the last time, I suppose. This is going to be a behind-the-scenes video, basically just like we did on the last mod pack. I'm just going to show you little things that went on during the filming of the finale, as well as little hidden things that may have gone on during the series. There weren't a whole lot in this one. I didn't do a whole lot of cheating in this series. The only cheating that was done was when we switched over from the original, from episode 24 to 25. Yeah, I built the new base in creative, but I only used stuff that we had. So that was all the cheating that I did in this mod pack, surprisingly, guys. So let's take a look around. And now this is the, I'm in creative, of course. This is the world that we blew the house up in. I do have a backup of the episode just before the finale, so everything is still active, and if I decided I wanted to keep playing around in the mod pack, I absolutely could. But this was the destruction. Now, when I set this up, it was the very, very last thing I filmed. It was, I just didn't want to screw it up, even with backups. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to use footage of it exploding, or if my green screen effect would actually look good enough. I've always had a lot of, bad luck when it comes to green screen effects with Minecraft, because Minecraft has such a weird color. It's just weird. It doesn't always work. But it worked beautifully this time around. So, as I was setting up the dynamite, you know what? I actually filmed myself setting up the dynamite. Oh, look, this Tinker stuff doesn't... Haha, my obsidian pickaxe has been sitting here for a while. Yeah, Tinker stuff doesn't despawn, guys. But anyhow, yeah, I did film... Who is that? Is that Eve or Orc? One of them died. Orc died in the explosion. Sorry, Orc. But Eve survived. And anyhow, yes, like as I was saying, I did record myself setting up some of the stuff. So let's take a look at that now. Hey y'all, StephenFlagg here. Here's a little bit of a bonus for you. I'm filming the last scene that I need to film for the finale, which is the blowing up of my home base. So I'm lining the walls of my base with TNT right now, and making sure that I'm not actually laying the TNT against a redstone signal. Oh, you know what? This thing blows up. You know what? We should maybe blow that up too. We'll see if maybe that'll set off the TNT. So, yeah, I figured you guys might want to see the explosion, and you might want to see me set up TNT all over the place and blow up all this stuff we worked so hard for. Of course, there is a backup of the world done. This is all just show. I love the idea of doing this, but at the same time, I'm terrified of doing this. Oh, careful, Flag. Don't, if I put anything on that, the game will crash. So, let's, make sure we don't put anything on that. Lots and lots of TNT used in this series, guys. Let's go up here first. I'm gonna throw a little bit more around the outside here. Here. We just want to make sure... Ooh, we want to make sure... Oh, I'm still carrying around my, gear. So, yeah, at the time of me filming this, I have to film the explosion scene, and, I have to film the video for the clips for the Get It On song, which I will be filming as soon as I explode this stuff. I had to leave that one till the end, because we needed to be able to see the house blow up first. We needed an exploded house. So I'm gonna lay a whole bunch more. You know what? Let's just do it. If it doesn't explode, great. We can always come back. It's just the house. We don't need to blow up anything out there. Okay, first let's try that button, because I have been extremely interested in seeing what this button does. If this button blows everything up, awesome. Big red buttons are very dangerous. Don't push. Self-destruct activated. 3, 2, 1. god! Oh my god! Holy crap! Wow! Wow! Okay. Oh look, everything died. Oh my god. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's what we want. Okay, so anyhow, guys, there was the blowing up of the house. Okay, so that was the explosion. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Look at the mess here. Look at the stuff that survived. So these Z-tones things, 100% survived the explosion. And look at this, the pressure chamber. Everything else was destroyed, but the pressure chamber survived. What do we got down here? My anvil, which would have fallen from up there. Oh my god. Did anything else survive? No, what a mess. Oh my god. So that... Hey, wow, that was crazy. What a mess. Wow, it actually didn't hit the... Oh, it got that windmill. Okay, so that was the explosion. Now, the first time that Flagg ran into the bad guy, it was done over here, but I think I showed you guys this anyway. This was all just done with TNT. This is quite a mess. And this is the, those temple block, and the temple block can't be destroyed. So, you know, you go down the chute here and into the temple, which is underneath here thereby. Crazy, crazy. So, okay, so, the bad guy's base. Let's take a look at the bad guy's base. That is set up in the area where we found snow. Right here. So, we turn around and we have, boom! There is the bad guy's base, along with the most pathetic looking gun that you've ever seen. The effect was awesome when it shot, much better than I thought it was going to turn out. But that's it, guys. That's all the gun is. We got some redstone in there, and these are all just blocks of tin, and I used some carpenter's wedge slopes to make it semi-round. These are from Z-tones as well, just the skulls. I wanted some skulls. I wanted weird materials here. You come inside. I've got just some reactor glass and the wedge slopes to give more. These are blocks of gold. I just grabbed anything that looked technology like there's some stuff from Rotary Craft and Open Computers and Hexcraft. These are piles of treasure. It's like a loot chest, a whole bunch of things. Now, these portals, to 1,000 years in the future, these portals, this is just liquid, oh god, I'm gonna get stuck in there again. What is it called? I got it in here. It's my hidden chest of goodies. Image phase liquid, that weird stuff that I keep seeing, the space liquid. It does not work like water. What I wanted to do was I was going to put some lights here, 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 and here, and that should have blocked everything, and then I could just walk through the lights and walk through. Nope, that stuff doesn't work like that. That stuff destroys lights, the same way that water destroys torches. So it was a bit of a pain to set that up. I actually had to go like a block lower in there and have it run down. Now when you look outside, here's the other portal, the emergency portal to 1,000 years ago. Once we get inside of here, we are now at 1,000 years ago, and the portal leads to 1,000 years in the future. I hope you all picked up on that. It was it was great. It was a crazy story, guys. Anyhow, yeah, I've got a whole... I'm on easy right now, but I've got a whole bunch of monster spawners here. They didn't really work great, so I've got a whole bunch of spawn creeper and spawn zombies on me, too. So anytime I'm filmed in here, I set up a whole bunch more zombies and spawners and all that stuff. Now, I can say there were a few things that I really wanted to have, that I really wanted to do in this finale. Number one was I had to outdo my previous finale, which, yeah, I succeeded in. Pat myself on the back, I did that. I don't know how I'm going to beat this one. The second thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to include that skeleton. That's the skeleton at the temple. Where is our temple? And he's probably not here anymore because I think yeah, I had to destroy him to film. But the skeleton that was laying here, I knew from day one I wanted him in the finale and I wanted him to be me. but I didn't know how I was going to make him be me, and it wound up working out. He technically was me. Sorry guys, lighting a cigarette. Do not smoke, kids, but I'm celebrating because that video, that finale, guys, took me 6 weeks. 6 weeks, and I grinded the last couple of days. Now, the main reason that we rushed into the finale, you could tell in the last few episodes, I was getting a little frustrated with how grindy the pack was becoming, and it did look like we were going to have to go on to bees. Now, we may not have actually had to go on to bees. Look at me, I'm controlling the camera as if I'm doing the video stuff again. We may not have actually had to go on to the bees, but that's the way it was looking to me, and I ain't doing bees. Screw that. I ain't doing bees. So, we rushed the finale. I pulled a couple of all-nighters here to get the whole thing finished, and I just finished it a few hours ago, and I am not going to watch it again until it goes up, because, you know, no matter how much you love something, if you expose yourself to it 24 hours a day, you're going to learn, you're going to just grow to despise it, no matter how much you love it. I love the finale. It's probably the best video I've ever done, but at the same time, it is. God, I hate it. That's funny. So yeah, the other. Oh, hey, Eep. So the other thing that I really wanted to do in this pack was I wanted to bring in some guests. Now, because this is a single-player world, there's no way I could have actually brought anybody into my world without, like, turning it into a server world and then allowing people to come in. But then that's another whole bunch of rigmarole. I mean, you gotta set your levels for people's volumes, and then getting camera angles from different people. It would have taken forever. So, luckily, I play with a bunch of my viewers on a server that's created by Banco Taz. So, we filmed all of that stuff over there. So let's jump over there so I can show you guys exactly what went on over there. Say goodbye, Eep. We're jumping to the server. Let's go! Hi everybody, and welcome to Banco Taz's server, where it's just a little laggy here. The server has been seeing some hard times lately. Not a lot of people. I think I'm the only one here. Yeah, people don't really log in anymore. We've all done pretty well what we want to do here. We're going to be moving on to a new mob pack very soon. But this is where I filmed all of the server stuff, all of the stuff that involved Banco Taz, Jade, Ship, Felonious, and Ron. It was all filmed here. So first off, I'm going to show you right here. This is something that Bongo himself had built on the server. And if you watch my server Sunday videos that never ever went up on a Sunday, you've seen me do this. So we teleport up to the ship that Bongo had made for me. Now, I had intended to use this ship a lot more often for Server Sunday videos, but I just got really stuck into Flaggcraft because of all the grinding that had to be done. There was so much grinding. So, little laggy. There we go. This is the transporter room. Now, you can tell this looks very, very familiar. This looks like the room that we filmed all of the server members in, but it's not, and I will show you why in a couple of minutes. So this is like the ship ran out through here, and then he ran along here, and then boom, and I had him press the button. Now I was going to green screen in a missile, but while I was filming ship's stuff, Bongo was back here pressing a button that launched a missile and saved me a green screen shot. So thanks a lot for that, Bongo. You saved me a lot. Ship actually gave me a few clips of bloopers, and I wound up losing all of the footage. Once I edit my footage down, I wind up erasing a lot of my footage. It's just because, you know, like, when you're recording in Fraps, like 1 minute and 20 seconds is like 4 gigs. So, I try to keep my folders as clear as possible. But anyhow, this was the ship. Now, I can reset this and go back home. Teleport right back home. Now, you can see here also I'm in creative. Bongo was nice enough to give me admin privileges here so that I could build everything that I needed here in creative, which was a huge help. I was going to do it all, not in creative. I was going to. And luckily Bongo was like, yep, you can have creative privileges. This is Ron's, I believe. He, when I filmed all of his footage, oh, see, there's some of that rubber banding. I think he wrote this over here, but I think he must have just logged out from right here and left his ship. So, what we have here, guys, this is the set that I built. Pretty funky. So, just outside here, you'll see I have a door factory because I had to make some special doors. I've got a lot of these mega torches laying around just to keep mobs away from here. So you can see it is the recording stage. So we take a walk up into here. We've got a chest for people to put their stuff into because I needed everybody to be showing their avatars, not their armors. And we open the door and we come into this was the set. And as you can see, it looks very much like Bongo's transporter room. I used the same materials and I built it based on memory. And I got it pretty well right the first time around, and I was so proud of myself. Now, the reason I had to film here was because we can't bring everybody else up into space without a spacesuit, and I couldn't have these llamas all over the place, so it all had to be filmed right here. As well, the llamas are all being kept in place by this thing. It's a barrier. I tried to use them on the last finale, if you remember, and I couldn't get them to work. Well, they worked fine on the server here. So, you cannot see it right now, but if you hold the barrier, all of the barriers appear. So you can see every one of these llamas is penned in here. So I had it set up that Bongo would be standing right here, Ship right here, Jade, Felonious, and Ron. Now I had to position everybody in a way that I could grab a few full body shots of them, plus a few zoomed in shots, without giving away the fact that not everybody was in the same room at the same time. So really all I had to get everybody to do was just, for example, I just got Jade to stand here, and I panned around her a little bit, and did a little bit of, you know, zoom in, zoom out, and that was it. 40 seconds, got all the footage that we needed. Now when we were filming ship's footage, Bongo was messing around with this. This was all just a set, but Bongo turned it into an actual transporter. in the amount of time that I was setting up ship shot, he turned this into an actual transporter. So the transporter of the set does work. Now because ship didn't have to, basically what, okay, so I'm saying this like everybody already knows. What I did was I wrote the script, I sent pieces of the script to each of the members here. Now I grabbed everybody that has a YouTube channel plus ship. Green is best, and OM Logan were not here. And I did have a side story saying that we were going to say that Veronica had created a giant monster on the planet, and Green and Logan were trying to take care of that. So that's why they weren't here. But I didn't have a chance to get that shot filmed, and it was really hard to because everybody here has their lives. They have their real lives going on, and so it's hard to get people like, hey, can you meet me here at this time just so I can record you for 40 seconds? I felt so bad asking people for that. But it all came together in the end. So what I did was I wrote the script and I gave everybody just a small piece, basically what they were supposed to say. And that was it, because I didn't want to ruin the story for everybody else. So everybody sent me their audio, I pieced the audio together, thought it was going to take me half an hour to film this to edit this entire scene down. Turned out it took me well over 2 hours, because I didn't realize audio levels. Everybody records at different audio levels. But in the end, everybody did an amazing job. I was incredibly thankful that it worked out as well as it did. So again, let me say to everybody from the server, Bongo, Jade, Ship, Ron, Felonious, thank you so much. You guys made this one of my greatest finales ever, and I really don't think I'm ever going to be able to outdo it. Not to mention the fact that we haven't even spoken about the fact that the entire episode was a musical. I've been talking about doing that for a couple of years, doing an entire musical episode. Well, guys, we did a musical episode. I actually had 5 full songs written. We didn't use them all. The progress song, when it comes to progress, I intentionally started singing that out of tune. I wanted it to sound really bad so that when the gunshot went off, it was just like, thank God we don't have to listen to this. But that was actually going to be an entire song. It was a doo-wop song, and I was even like doing the wop-doo-wow, wop-doo-wow, wop-doo-wow in the background. But, you know, we'll get to another doo-wop song, because, you know, I'm eventually going to get to another, not an entire musical episode, but I will wind up doing another song at some point. So yeah, it took 6 weeks, right from the point where I came up with the idea to today, where we finished everything off. And thank God, I'm so glad it's done. So, wow. So, we will be continuing on Flaggcraft in a couple of days. I think today's Monday. So on Wednesday, we will be starting up our new mug pack. It will be Lost Souls. Now, everybody's doing Lost Souls, and I'm usually not one to choose a popular mod pack. I like to choose these mod packs that not a lot of people do, hence the Divergence pack, which is a great pack, but just not a lot of YouTubers are doing it. But Lost Souls looks great, and it actually fits in with the end of the finale, where the spoilers, if you didn't watch the end of the finale, but Evil Flagg succeeds in his mission. Even though he dies, he still sends me to hell. So that's what we're going to be starting up in a couple of days. So I hope I got to everything, guys. If you have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks a lot again to Bongo, Jade, Ron, Ship, and Felonious. You can check out their YouTube channels. There will be a link to them in the description. Join us in a couple of days for Flaggcraft Lost Souls. And from the Flaggcraft Divergence world, even though we're not there, we're on Banco Taz's server. But from the Flaggcraft Divergence world, for the last time, this is StephenFlagg. Check you later!